Hey friends, Dustin here. You're watching the Life of Lynn channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. And of course, a big shout out to Simply Safe for again sponsoring another episode on Life of Lynn channel. Thanks, Simply Safe. More on that in a little bit. But today we're back on the 1974 International Heavy Half-Ton Pickup. Yeah, it's like the 150 model. But if you go into a parts store and tell them that, they're like, I have the 100 or the 200. We've made some progress on it. The biggest thing was I didn't have tires that were round, to make it to go, roll, to do the things. And I finally found a used set because, believe it or not, 15-inch tires are getting harder to find because everything since the 1980s or so has been on 16 or 17-inch rims. So 15s are a little bit harder to find. Of course, you can still buy them brand new, but we're on a budget on this thing, and we're trying to fix it up for a friend. And I finally found a set of used tires. Got them in the back of the rig here. Here's our originals that were on the front that were scary and didn't hold air. And I found, I don't know, these were on like a little SUV or something. They're 15s. Just a touch small, considering that's a 4x4 rig. I was really looking for like some 31 or 32 1050s. Nope, it's been weeks. Can't find anything. And as opposed to waiting several more weeks to produce content for you guys, we found these guys. I'm heading into town right now, first thing in the morning. It's like 7 a.m. here, and it's not 100 degrees yet, which is great. I'm gonna go get these mounted on those rims. I've got the good tires that were still holding air on the back, so, they're holding it up. On the front, we're going to have the nice ones. That way, you're steering and you're braking. Hopefully you don't have a blowout, because I'm planning on driving this rig. Look, guys, tires. You can't even see the air coming out of them. Solid. That's going to help get the front end up, which will make this thing roll, which means we might be able to roll into the shop where it's only 100 degrees as opposed to 100 degrees and in the sun like it is out here. Getting a little toasty. Also, charging up the good camera with the big puffy microphone on it, so maybe you can hear me through the wind noise today. It's going to be a good day, Tater. A good day. All right. Since I already got the wheel off, we're going to go ahead and mess with the brakes now. Topped off the fluid, check. Sprayed that with your peanut butter blaster. And then, I got a wrench on there. Guys, try to get these lime wrenches. They got these little extra nodes on them, so you can get them around brake lines and over. It's good for brakes, good for bleeder valves. This is just a touch loose, so it's probably going to strip it, but I always like to just bam, real hard, and just see if it works. Because if you do this like slow getting stronger thing, that's how you strip stuff out. But sometimes you can just pop it and break it loose. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, we got lucky today, I think, or just stripped it out. Yep, sweet, cool. That's a good sign. I want to hook the brake suckulator thingy up to it. How much vacuum? I don't know. Enough to suck all the junk out of the lines? Can't tell if it's fluid or if it's just chunks of rust coming out. But, yeah. I'll take it. This is probably not going to do anything. Well, good thing I didn't drive on that tire. I just pushed it into the shop. And it had air 2 minutes ago. And then there's a loud hissing noise. And, no, it doesn't have air. That's good. Anyway, I gave up on the brakes because it's a scorcher out there. It looks like the Sahara Desert and feels like the Sahara Desert. So, anyway, back in here, pushed the truck in here. Got a tire on the front, so the two fronts are good. Nice. Goodyears. Brake fluid. I tried to suck it out. It got plugged. I'm going to mess with that later and try to get this thing running. Well, look at that. Front end's off the ground. Just got to get these back tires mounted. That one's still good. Maybe we'll address this before going on a drive. I don't know. It's gonna jump in underneath the hood here. See how it goes. But real quick, a word from our sponsor, Simply Safe. Friends, have you ever been out camping in your Shadow Cruiser Sky Cruiser 1 700 series and you thought, I wonder what's going on my front porch while you're making a sandwich? Turkey. So you thought to yourself, I wonder if my dogs are on my front porch, or a package was delivered, or an intruder is at my house. Well, Simply Safe has solved that problem with the wireless outdoor camera. And look, I've got all my cameras right here. I can just punch this one in, and look at that. What an amazing thing, no matter where you are, even if you're in the woods or in your shop sitting in your slide-in pickup camper, whatever. But the important thing is Simply Safe and their team of experts have you guys covered with their 24/7 home monitoring service and one heck of a great security system that you can put together yourself. Install times 30 minutes, no big deal. Everything is so simple to hook up and assign. All the detectors, all that stuff was super easy. I was up and running in 30 minutes, and that includes hanging the wireless outdoor cameras. Speaking of the wireless cameras, you guys know I love the wireless camera. It's like my favorite thing. Is this lunch meat any good? You have full HD, it's got night vision, it's got lights, you can talk through it and you can listen back. On top of the peace of mind that digital camera offers me, knowing that I can look at it anytime, or through the motion sensing settings on there, the Simply Safe team can monitor it while I'm gone. On top of that, they've got that fancy smoke detector that I love too, that can also detect smoke and alert the system. And of course, the team over at Simply Safe. Guys, you know the deal. Head on over to simplysafe.com/lifeoflind. There you're going to save 20% on your security system when you sign up for the interactive monitoring plan, and you're going to get your first month free. Again, that's simplysafe.com/lifeoflind. Go there now to learn more. Now, back to camping. Where did my sausages go? Oh, here they are. They're a little warm. They're still good. Fire up the grill. All right, back to the International. In the shop, ready to get some work done. Okay, things are going well. Here's our new wires. Here's our ends. We're gonna cut these all up and put them where they need to go. This needs to go back on the motorhome. Yeah. Get all this dialed in. Swap those two around, then try to fire it up. Yep, not getting any colder in here. Darn. Hey, good news. Got everything situated. Timing's adjusted. Spark plug wires are on. Swapped 1 and 3. I think I want to test fire it. See if it runs. That way I don't get any further and have issues. Still got to figure out our fuel system, so I'm just going to dip this, in a big metal container next to my battery. It's a negative, right? Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, I did check. The fuel bowl still has prime, so that means our carburetor might not be leaking, which is awesome. I did put a lot of thanks into using this stuff. That's that pre-mix that it's got T-stroke oil and stuff in it, and there's no ethanol. That helps swell the seals back up and not rot out the inside of the carburetor anymore than it already is. So I'm gonna go turn on the key and see if we have fire. Oh, look at that. That's the smoothest that thing has ever fired up. A little loud. A little loud over here in the top end. Let that oil get up there. Maybe it'll quiet down a little bit. That might be running on all 8 cylinders, guys. Let's see what happens when we stab the throttle a little. Sounds like 4 cylinders there. That sounds like 4 cylinders there. I think. Maybe 3? This is the first time it's ran in quite a while, so I think we need to get this tire off here. Put that kind of horrible one on that still holds air on it. Take her around the block. Alright, just did a quick run through of everything, checked all the fluids, pumped up the brakes again, added more fluid. We'll see if we got brakes. There's no coolant in the radiator, so we're going to run over to the nearest hose spigot and fill this thing up. And we got power steering fluid. That one was full. Okay, that. As for everything else, the oil needs changed, so a little drive will be beneficial for getting that oil hot so we can drain it out. And, oh yeah, the fuel tank is there. That'll work for now. Wonderful. Hopefully, maybe, I can get far enough down the road to a little tiny gas station that's about 4 miles away and fill this tank up and see if we can switch from that to drawing from that. Put a couple filters in there. Might be all right. Fire in the hole. Yeah. Good to go. Hey, the clutch works. Don't know how well yet, but it works. Power steering is nice. It's a one-finger power steering. Alright, we're going to go ahead and fill everything up here. Hopefully we don't have a massive leak. Oh, okay. It's either just foaming real bad or it really only needed about half a gallon. Yeah, I can see a bunch of foam. I think it might actually be filling up. Turning down real low. Let it trickle fill. I'm getting splashed. Well, so far so good. We've made it about 75 feet from the shop. Perfect. All right, we're in it, guys. Look at this. It's running. Pretty okay-ish. Got water in it now, but just pulling out of the driveway, I noticed when I use the brake, it's not really releasing, so we got a caliper that's hanging up. So that's not ideal for driving. I'm just gonna go a little ways and see if I can break it loose with a little forward, backward, shifty action. Probably just got some rust, you know. We're gonna bang it around a little bit, warm it up. We don't want to get it too hot because if you guys haven't noticed, it's dry and hot, and I'm surrounded by a giant tinder box. Yeah, so we don't want to light any fires. So I'm not going to go very far. But I've decided there's an important test we can do to make sure it's the front or the rear brakes. We're going to solve all this right now. I'm not going to touch the brakes, and I'm going to give a lot of throttle. Now, if the fronts drag and the backs spin, well, we know it's the fronts. Well, that's all I could do to get it back in the shop. These got much worse. They just kept grabbing and grabbing and grabbing and wouldn't let go. So we're gonna have to take that all apart, see what's going on there. I was excited to have brakes, and then it immediately went to all the brakes all the time. So that shut this road trip right on down. Yeah, I think both of them are. It's hot. Hot. Look, I couldn't even get it in here. This is in four-wheel drive to get it to back up the hill because, yeah. It wouldn't back up this little tiny hill into the shop. It started spinning them in the dirt and then it just dug a hole. Well, guys, there you have it. There is part 2 of our 1974 International Pickup Truck Revival. And well, there's going to be a part 3, which I was counting on. Part 3 was supposed to be when I was delivering this back to the nice old farmer gentleman that owns it and give his daddy's pickup back to him. But unfortunately, looks like that's going to be in part 4. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Would you like to see another episode of getting everything dialed in? We got to do the brakes, fuel system, and fix some of the floppy bed and all the little stuff that needs to be done. Would you like to see another episode of that, or you just want to see me get right to the point, get this thing driving, drive it right back to that guy, and see if we put a smile on his face by surprising him with it? Let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see. I'm trying to shape this channel to kind of be more of what the subscribers want, that sort of thing, because the last 3 months I've actually lost subscribers. After 3 years of gaining them, I was almost at 50,000, and now we're down to 45,000. So it's been kind of weird. Not sure why that's happening, but help the channel out. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Hit the like button and shoot that comment down below. Also, a big shout out to Simply Safe for sponsoring this episode again. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you in the next one. God bless you. We'll see you next time.